What's up, conscious creatives and artists? I am so happy to finally be back doing a live video. I am not in the US. I am all the way in Kigali, Rwanda. Rwanda finally just kind of settled down after running around the city and getting to know things. But I have been having a lot of conversations with artists, and they have been so good and so deep. And I'm like, I got to share this with my people, with all my conscious creatives and artists, because we got work to do, y'all. The time is now. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And this is it. No more playing it small, right? And so I'm going to jump right into why you must create and create now. Before I do that, let me introduce myself to the folks who don't know who I am. My name is Maisha Francis. I'm an artist, I'm a teacher, I'm an art coach, I'm a painter, I'm a potter, I'm a beater, I'm whatever I feel like being that day, right? And I'm going to do another video on that one day soon because you must know that you creatives don't have to be in one box, and we're going to talk about that later. But I want to jump right into this. Okay, I want to jump right into why you must create and create now. So the other day I was having an amazing conversation with an amazing creative, and she was sharing with me, not to spill all of her beans, but this is something that a lot of creatives go through, even me. I've questioned this, but she was sharing that, part of the issue is approval from certain family members. And that's a real thing, right? That's the real thing because we want our parents to be proud of us. We want our cousins to be proud of us. We want our siblings to be proud of us. We even want our neighbors, our community, right? But sometimes when spirit puts a thing in you, it's not going to make sense or look right to everybody else. They may just not understand, or they may not even approve. And artists really have to deal with this a lot because, in most people's minds, artists are broke, they're starving, right? And we're going to talk about that in another video because you don't have to be a starving artist, especially if you know that and you know it within your spirit and within your heart that you were put on this earth to help raise the vibration of this planet, to help inspire people, to help grow, to help them elevate and evolve. And that's what your work does. There is no starving in that. There is nothing but the point of this video is why you must create now. A couple of reasons, and I wrote them down because I didn't want to forget. But the main reason is the shift is here. I don't know if you feel it. I feel it. The shift 2022 is here. And you can no longer afford to play small or quench your gift, your talent, your creativity. Understand this. Creatives are some of the most powerful people in the world. I know everybody doesn't understand that and doesn't get that, right? They're like, oh, if you're a doctor, that's to be lauded, right? As soon as you graduate uh, doctor school, whatever, what do they call it? Medical school. But the amount of studying and stillness and insight and intuition that you must grow and cultivate as an artist is deep. And then to allow that to be channeled through you and out into the world. I used to tell my family all the time, like sometimes after I paint, I feel like I just ran a 60-mile marathon. Like I'm tired, my body is depleted, I'm empty, I haven't answered the phone, I've just been in this whole other zone, right? And so it takes a lot of energy to do that. Back to my other point, which is that energy, my next point, which is you will suffer, right? If you don't do what you're called and put here to do. Why? Because that energy, those visions, those intuitive feelings and things that you get, they won't go away. That urge that you get to create, it won't go away. It'll constantly be flowing through you. It'll constantly be coming to you. You will be on your little job at work or your customer service job, and all you're doing is thinking about what the creator is putting through you and trying to channel through you to put out into the world. That's all you're thinking about. And you're miserable because you're not able to put it out there. You're not getting it out into the world. And speaking to that point, if you don't do it, spirit will flow it through someone else. And I'm about to jump off the subject for just a quick moment. I hope I come back. I know I'm gonna come back. But here is what I have to tell, what I tell artists all the time. Spirit is going to get the message out. So even you feel like, oh, I did that and then they copied my idea. Maybe no, not really. Because spirit is constantly sprinkling and flowing ideas, and whomever is the open, willing vessel is how it's going to come through. So you did it and then you stopped. And then now this person is doing it because spirit is inspiring them just the same way. And I'm gonna share this something that happened to me. I had been thinking, so there were these planners that were always, planners that were on the market, right? We would have our yearly planners. And I kept saying, I don't need another planner. I need a dream book. I need like a dream book where I could do it month by month. I was like, oh, I should create it and start selling dream books with art in it and all this stuff. I mean, I'd rolled that idea around in my head for months. I promise you, before I could get to it, or before I told myself that, oh, okay, yeah, it's a great idea, not realizing that it wasn't my idea, spirit was just giving it to me. I saw it pop up in my Instagram feed, a dream book. And I had not mentioned that to anybody. It was called exactly that. So my point is that if you don't do it, spirit is going to flow it through somebody. It's going to get done. And then to that point, that can be quite painful. And not because you're jealous or, envious or anything like that, but because you know that you heard the call. You probably thought it was crazy yourself or listening to somebody else or your family or whatever, and you didn't move. And now you're like, wow, spirit could have used me. Listen, my point in making this video is just to encourage you that you must create. You have to. You will suffer. The people that you were put here to inspire and bless will suffer. And who knows what the result of you not doing what you're supposed to do will be. And I said it at the beginning of this video, I will say it again now. We are the ones we've been waiting for. You are here right now in 2022, receiving these messages, getting these downloads, and you must move. You must work. You must create. And last but not least, I'm going to say this. I'm here for you. I'm doing what I do because I believe that conscious creatives and artists need help. We need each other to hold ourselves accountable, to know that no, you're not crazy. Spirit is speaking. No, it don't make sense to everybody else why you feel the urge to go paint in the Himalayas. I don't know that, hopefully you don't have to go paint, spirit ain't calling you to go paint in the mountains, which that'll be fine too. If that's what you call to do, you all right, you protect it. But wherever spirit is calling you to do, to go be with, I don't know, some women in some remote villages, fine. That might not make sense to your people, but that's what you're supposed to be doing. All right, so that's all I really want to say. I probably will do a part 2 to this because this particular message is burning in me so deep, because I too have even questioned myself, like, why you can't just be normal like everybody else and just go be a lawyer or something in 9 to 5. Why you can't just be normal, and why you can't just be content? Because I always have these ideas just constantly. I can't even explain how they come sometimes, especially when I'm in meditation. So that wasn't the subject, but I'm gonna just throw that in last time. One quick thing: meditate, y'all. Get your spiritual practices together, so you can keep receiving with an open spirit and not trying to think about always, ooh, was somebody gonna buy? Receive with an open spirit. Okay, so that's really it. There'll probably be a part two to this because this is a really, really deep conversation. Listen, again, I'm here for you. I have an accountability group. I have a art and business coaching program because there is no starving artist over here. You are abundant. You are abundant. Your gifts will make room for you. I've seen it, I've experienced it, and I know that if spirit called you, spirit will take care of you. Have you read The Alchemist? Oh, go get that book. But anyway, that's another story. That's another video. All right, so I'm signing off, y'all. Peace and love. I'm standing with you, creatives. All right, definitely listen. If this video touched you, moved you in some kind of way, like it, subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends so we can all come together and grow together and evolve together as creatives. And we will do this. All right, so I'm signing off. Peace and love, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.